Hi, I'm back again. Right, this time what I want to do is to talk a little bit more about the 4 different parts of your brain. The ones at the front, the side, the back of your head, and at the very, very back. And exactly what they do. Not exactly, but just generally what they do. Now, here's my brain from earlier. Not my brain, obviously. Okay. And you can see all the different things. They are actually kind of all interconnected. Even though we have 4 very different parts of our brain that do very different things, the 4 lobes, and we're going to talk about their names and what they do in a second, you can kind of see, because it looks like a sort of a series of worms and things that go all over it, they're all interconnected into your brain. And they all fundamentally arrive sending their messages. They don't arrive, sorry. They send their messages to the back of the brain, which then goes out and sends messages all over your body, telling you to do this, telling you how to talk, helping you observe things, and making sure that you know what you can see, and all sorts. It's incredible. We're going to talk about that next week, and how they communicate that through a series of very, very high-speed motorways. Anyway, that's something different. For the moment, I want to talk about the 4 lobes. So, brain, cerebrum, okay, is split into 2 different things. It's not split, but you know what I mean. It's in 2 different parts, the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere. And then we've got all these 4 different places. Sorry about that. Where we find out the 4 different things, where we find out different things about your brain. Okay, so the frontal part, which is this part of your brain here, and this is what controls language. It controls language, thinking, problem solving, planning, all that kind of thing. It all goes on in the frontal part of your brain, at the front. Okay, the next part is the part that's sort of concentrated around here, okay? And this is called the temporal part of your brain. Now, this is what you recognize. This is what you can hear, which is obviously because it's quite close to the ears. And when we do the ears, you'll see how certain things are affected by that. Now, this actually recognizes things. So we know what we're seeing, we know what we're hearing, we know what we're listening to. It's when you hear a piece of music and you're like, I can't remember. Let me think. Where did I hear that from? That's all going on in your temporal brain, part of your brain. Now, the next part is the parietal. Parietal, I hope I've said that right. And this is like a visual interpretation. So it's not the seeing part. That's a different one. That's the last one. It's actually about language, maths, knowing where things are. So it's almost like a sensory thing. So, you know, sometimes when you look out of the window and then you can sort of see something and you think, oh, I saw something passing. That's your parietal part of your brain working. It's like when you think you've noticed something, or sometimes when maybe you see a movement, or this is also the part which can feel. Now, as one of you, I think it was Matteo, pointed out, your brain can't actually feel anything, okay? But what it's doing is sending the messages down through the rest of your body. And that's the part that it can actually feel pain, taste something, touch, all of that kind of thing. The last part, before my battery runs out and my space runs out on my phone, occipital. Okay, I can't really say that, sorry. Okay, but it's a Latin and it means the back of the head. Now, curious, because it's the furthest away, it's all the information that comes in from your eyes, and it goes all the way to the back of your head. Now, we're going to find out about this when we do the eyes, but basically it's all those sorts of things where you remember things, you can see things, colour, all of it goes back through there, especially what you can see, and it's all transferred to the back, to the occipital, by the optic nerve. So much to learn. I'm sorry about this. Now, we also do have loads of other things like the brain stem, which is the part of the brain that comes down here, the part which connects you. The cerebrum is one part, but there's another part which connects you to the cerebellum. Okay, these words are so difficult. What I would suggest you do is write everything down, read it really, really carefully. I've written it up in good notes for you to take and have a look. And then afterwards, I want you to do the activity with the drawing of the brain, all right? Good luck with this, guys. It's a really, really tough subject this week, but, you know, I believe in you. All right, take care. Bye.